Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Welcome into this Golf Central update. I'm Whit Watson. Rory McIlroy looking for another Irish Open victory at the K Club outside Dublin. He won this national championship at this same golf course back in 2016. It is Hurley Long of Germany who leads after a round of 70. Jordan Smith of England at 12 under and a 73, and McIlroy with the 66. And afterwards, he spoke with our Steve Bukowski.
8 back to begin this third round, a big move up the leaderboard on Saturday. Rory, how would you characterize the charge you put on?
Yeah, I didn't really feel like a charge. It just felt like a really solid day of golf. Giving myself plenty of looks, converted a few, which was probably the difference between the last 2 days and today. And then when I did slip up there on 16, I bounced back with 2 really good birdies on the last 2 holes. So just a really solid day's play, and I've needed a little bit of help from the leaders as well. They haven't got too far ahead yet. We'll see how they finish, but right back in the tournament, which is great.
As this week has progressed, how has your level of comfort and confidence continued to grow to hopefully see it through tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I've built on every day. Thursday I felt a little bit sort of rusty just because I hadn't hit a ton of balls coming in here. Yesterday I felt a little better, even though I didn't get as much out of the round, and then today I feel like I just built on the last couple of days, and it's been nice. I've been able to hit some more balls this week and get a little bit of practice in. My body's feeling better, so overall everything's heading in the right direction.
You have won all over the world throughout these years, but how much can you lean on the last time the Irish Open was here in 2016 and what you were able to do? Yeah,
I mean, I've been able to do it here before, and it's hard to try to win your own national Open and try to get over the line. It's hard. It's hard to do. I was fortunate enough to do it a few years ago here, and having those memories is going to be nice, and also having the support of the crowd out there as well is going to be incredibly helpful tomorrow. So hopefully I'm still within a few shots of the lead, and it'll be an exciting final day.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. To be honest, I thought the lead was going to be a lot more than it's going to be. It looks like Hurley's going to birdie the last hole, and it's going to be 13. I mean, I thought leader was going to be at least 15 after today, so that's what makes it even more frustrating. I felt like I had a great chance to go out there and kind of grab this tournament by the scruff of the neck, but I didn't do it. But I'm still in an okay position that if I go out and shoot a good front 9 tomorrow, that I'm back in the tournament. And it's kind of hard 10 minutes after you finish, finishing 5-5-5. It's hard to talk about it. It feels a bit sour now, but I'll chill out this evening and get out there tomorrow and get after it again.
We did see 4 rounds of 66 today from the chasing pack, but none of the last 5 groups look like they're going to break 70. Yeah. Is that just getting out of position, making it so difficult?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the pins are pretty difficult. They're quite close to the edge of the greens, and if you hit a good shot, yes, you can get close, but you don't need to be much off to be in a bit of a to have a bit of a disaster. So I mean, I don't know what that's down to. Maybe they're just going out there being a bit more aggressive, and a few of them did it. So there's no surprise in one of them is Rory, and he's going to be the man to beat tomorrow.
It is a tightly compacted leaderboard, as you say. 15 or 20 guys have a chance to win, including yourself. You're going to have to go low to do so. How do you approach it, therefore, tactically?
For me, it's just do what I've been doing. Look, I felt like I was quite scrappy in the middle of the back 9 today, but I felt like I started really well and just didn't really hold on the front 9, and it got quite frustrating. So just go out and keep trying to hit good shots and do what I've been doing the first 2 days, and what I did for the first sort of 12 holes today, and hopefully, like I said, I can go out and shoot a decent front 9, and then I'm back in the tournament.
Bit of a different story for Jordan on this Saturday, 1 over 73, but the good news is 1 shot off the lead heading into Sunday. What is your assessment of this up and down round, at least it seemed from the outside?
I mean, it was completely different to the first 2 days, wasn't it? So, no, if you would have said I'd be 1 behind going into the final round, I would have taken it. So, I'm in a great position, and looking forward to tomorrow.
How do you deal with the moment of tomorrow, from past success you've had to knowing there's going to be a lot of fans out here following one man in particular?
Yeah, no, it's going to be good fun playing with Rory. But, I mean, I just got to stick to my own game. Ball striking was fine, just had a few unlucky breaks today. So, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be great. The crowds will be great. It'll be loud. And just hopefully the weather sticks up.
Birdie at the last one of 4 on the day. Hurley Long in at 13 under. What are your takeaways from day 3?
Yeah, it was just a solid round. I feel like I managed my ball nicely. Nothing heroic, but I think the key out here is just to do that. Be strategic where you place the ball. I did a good job of that today. Overall, I'm happy with the round.
That said, what have you learned from this course and the way it's played the first 3 days that might help you formulate a game plan for Sunday?
Yeah, I feel like I found a pretty good strategy early on for this place, and I've just kind of stuck with it, even though the wind switched a little bit. It's been so minimal that it hasn't made a huge difference. Probably just going to do the same thing tomorrow.
Big spot tomorrow, chance to break through. Rory's going to be in the mix. How do you sort of deal with the emotions of what could be right in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, I think today was a good ladder getting to tomorrow because obviously the first 2 rounds there wasn't too many people watching my group. Today there was a lot more, and tomorrow there's obviously going to be a lot more. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. Obviously it's a big stage, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I know that.
Minjee Lee had the low round of the day, a 65, to take the lead at the Kroger Queen City Championship in Cincinnati. The 2-time major champion looking for her first win of 2023. Charlie Hull with back-to-back rounds of 68, and she is 2 shots behind Lee.
How key was getting off to a birdie start?
Yeah, I mean, gave me a little bit of confidence going into, the rest of the round. Obviously having a hot start is always nice, and when you're putting it really well, it's also helping too. So, yeah.
You have a penchant for shooting low rounds. You shot 63 4 times in your career. You had a 64 earlier this year. What's it like for you when you get on a roll, making 3, 4, 5+ birdies in a round?
I think just like having that momentum really helps, especially when you can save your par putts, and that is really the key for momentum out here. So, yeah, obviously making birdies is really nice, but those key par putts are really important as well.
You have won 8 times on tour now, including 2 majors. You've won holding the lead, coming from behind. What is your game plan and mindset going into tomorrow should you hold on to a 2-shot lead?
Just depending on how firm they keep the greens. I think so obviously some pins are going to be a little more accessible, and the par 5s seem to be reachable. So I think depending on maybe the wind and how firm they keep the greens, it will depend on how aggressive I can be.
All right, today, Charlie, your putter was on fire. Rough start right out of the gate, but then you followed it with all the birdies, and you're going into the final day tomorrow in the final pairing. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it was good. I'm looking forward to playing in the final pairing tomorrow. I like, being the last one out on the Sunday. It's a bit of a weird round today, starting off with a 7, triple bogey in my first hole, but I just laughed it off and birdied the next couple. So, yeah, I felt like I actually played pretty solid. It was quite windy out there, and it was quite tricky. The greens and the fairways are actually firming up.
So what do you think they're going to do tomorrow? I mean, I could tell getting late in the round they were getting firmer. Is that what you expect going into tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. It's quite tricky because patches of them are very firm, and then other patches are spinny. But yeah, I think they will get firmer tomorrow. So, which I quite like. It kind of plays more into my hands.
Busy Sunday schedule, 7:30 a.m. the DP World Tour at the Horizon Irish Open. Golf Central pregame is with you at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The LPGA in Cincinnati, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. The Ascension Charity Classic on the PGA Tour Champions outside of St. Louis. That is at 5 p.m. Eastern. And we are back to wrap the whole thing up at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow for Golf Central.